Hey YouTube, and thank you for watching Junkworks DIY Garage. Well, I'm under the 01 Ford Explorer here, and I'm changing out the alternator, well, the whole serpentine belt system here. Not the system, just the belt. But regardless, I have a video, I believe, already on this, or I at least discussed it when I did my alternator video that I did for this one. I honestly can't remember, but I'm just getting this done, and this is not about how to change a belt. It's about a tool that I never thought I would buy, and now they're cheap enough you might as well, kind of thing. I'll show it to you, but mainly keep in mind the amount of space I have in here. I got that much room in between the belt and the fan shroud here. So I'll show you what I did. I believe in my last video what works, but I'm getting tired of scraping my arms up. So I used this before a lot for this, and I got another one that I use sometimes. And, but regardless, this is all you need really to do the job of loosening a tensioner. That right there is usually the size of what the tensioner is. And then I bought this, which works great in the Buick Rendezvous, and about every other thing I probably have. But for some reason, when I went to use this on the Explorer, I could barely get this in there. I was able to get it in there, but by the time I loosened it, pulled the belt off, and then let loose of it, the handle was actually hitting the fan where the fan attaches to, regardless, and I could not get the belt off around it, and it was too tight to pull off, so I had to reinstall the belt. And that brings me to this right here is the Harbor Freight Serpentine Belt Toolkit. Now, you can find these on Amazon for less money, but several of them don't come with the extra pieces here. Bottom of the tensioner down here. This is the tensioner right here. And right where the pulley is that meets the belt, there's a place for a 3/8 wrench to go into. And you pull that off, and it lets the tension off your belt. And then you can pull the belt off. And hopefully the tensioner won't hit the fan bolt before it lets loose. We're going to try this out. And hope I can take the belt off. And when I take the belt off, hopefully I can let loose on this all the way and take it out. I cannot. Well, it looks like that was a fail. It definitely goes further down, and I could probably pop it off of there without it popping up and doing any damage or anything like that. But the problem is I'd have to push it down to get it back on again. In this video, I found myself telling you guys that if you did anything I did and you hurt yourself, I wasn't responsible. And in the light of trying to cut some of those out, I'm just going to say it right up front here. If you do anything I do in this video and you hurt yourself or your equipment, I am not responsible. You are responsible for your own safety. If you don't like the way I'm doing something, don't do it. So it's been actually several months later probably, and at the end of what you just saw there, I went ahead and tried to grind this out enough to where it wouldn't hit and hopefully go far enough. Unfortunately, I've ground probably as much as I want to grind and still feel comfortable with this doing the job it wants to do. I'm going to now cut this off right here and see if welding it across here maybe something will work. Well, I don't know if I'm going to trust this. I'm definitely going to put a pair of gloves on before I try and use it. But I kind of got it welded together in the way I wanted to. It's definitely not straight, but quite honestly, because of the way this welded, I'm probably going to pull this apart when I get my welder fixed, I hope. Anyhow, I'm going to go try this out. Alright, well, fail number 2. Well, somehow this machine seems to have somewhat healed itself. I'm still having some issues, which leads me to believe that it could be the, I don't know what it is, but it's inside the machine. It's like a $30 or $40 part. Doesn't look like it'll be that hard to replace. Hopefully you can see all this. I actually got this bar right here. It's fairly straight. And then I've kind of hooked this up, so hopefully this is straighter than the last time I did it. I cut these little pieces of metal here that I'm going to add onto there, and then I'm going to bring this and stick it across there and see what happens. I don't know if this is going to work or not. The pieces of steel that I got, it's like old tractor parts, were exactly the same width and everything like that, thickness, so hopefully it'll all work. We'll see. There it is in all its ugly glory. I think it'll be strong enough. Alright, I don't know if I can get a clean shot here or not, but we're gonna try it out. If the belt comes off, I will be happy. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Maybe a 12th time will be the charm. We'll see. Alright. Hopefully I cut off just enough to where it'll come loose. And it did. Wow. In the end, I finally had to cut a pretty good chunk off here. What I may do is actually put something here. Just to make sure when I clean this up, this will be a little bit stronger. We'll see. It doesn't need a ton of strength, but it was a lot of work to build a tool that looks this ugly, but hopefully I can clean it up. And now it works. I have something that'll specifically work with my Explorer, and like I said, nothing else works very well. This is a little bit better than just a wrench with a pipe on the end of it that you have to pull off halfway through. So I'm going to clean this up, maybe come back later and we'll show it to you at the end. There it is in all its glory. Ugly or not? Is it pretty? Definitely not. Is it finished? Yes. For now, at least. And does it work? Yes. So that's all I need this tool to do, is work for a fan of my Explorer, and maybe down the line I'll have another purpose for it, but right now that's what it took to make this work. It was a cheap tool anyway, so it's not like I ruined some high-dollar tool, and now it actually works for what I need it for. Plus it would probably work for any other one I needed it for, but regardless, I plan on keeping this Explorer for a while, and I will probably need it down the road. Thanks for watching Junkworks DIY Garage, where I'm proud to say I'm a jack of all, and I'm obviously master of none. You all have a good one.